Hey beautifuls, welcome back to my channel today where we do a lot of unboxings and reviews over here. Today we are finally doing it. We are doing a massive beauty haul from Temu. And it's all anyone is talking about is how you can buy all sorts of things on their website at such amazing prices. And I'm not saying discounted prices. I mean, the prices are tremendously low. Like you can buy an eyeshadow palette for $2 on their website. So of course the beauty enthusiast inside of me is like, is this real? Is this legitimate? Are these fake products? So I had to get things and I went shopping and I have a massive bag of products. So many items that I'm not gonna be able to put them all in one video. So keep in mind that we're gonna have more videos soon. I do have a link and code listed down below for each and every item that I'm gonna feature in this video. And if you guys do purchase using my code, I will earn a little bit of a kickback that will go towards supporting my channel. So just keep that in mind too, that if you're interested in anything and you do purchase, try to use my codes and that way it can help my channel out too. So let's go ahead and dive into this haul and see what we have today. So these are the two bags that we are diving into today. Like I said, we're gonna limit it to these two bags. As you can see, they're very full. There is a lot of products inside of each of them. So first item I'm gonna share with you guys is actually a foundation brush. This, again, super affordable, but I am really impressed with the quality on this one. So this is gonna be a brush that I would recommend to you guys. It has a pink handle on here and then a rose gold finish up at the top. And then this is going to be a flat top brush, meaning this is perfect for foundations. Now, I use this for powders and it blended flawlessly. It was great with powders. It's got really great movement. None of the bristles come out of it, so that was also a plus. So I do recommend this brush if you guys are looking for a flat foundation brush to really buff everything in. This is an excellent one. Next item you might be surprised by because I was shocked this was on the website. So this is from Mighty Patch and this is the actual Mighty Patch. Now, if you're familiar with this, these have been in subscription boxes before and they are able to be purchased in person as well. Mighty Patches are designed to help with acne spots. So you'll peel and stick one of these on a zit and it will help to dry it out and to bring out all of those impurities. They are very effective. I suffer from acne myself and these are my go-to. So I know the originals because I have like 4 boxes of these in my cupboard. This is the original box. There's 36 of them in here. It does have this sticker across the top, which is what you will find on every product from Temu, is they're going to have this barcode for their own inventory system. But these patches, they work the same. They have the same ingredients. It's the same brand. Next item that I really recommend you guys, and I know this may not be for everyone, but for me, I love this. So it's this little box that you're gonna receive your item in. It's an acrylic case, and this case is going to hold all of your Q-tips in your bathroom. So what you'll do is you'll fill it up with your Q-tips, and then it's going to be a little dispenser. So it actually has a shelf here that you'll just grab out one Q-tip at a time, but it will be full here. And so then there's a little lid you can take on and off and you can refill this with your Q-tips. It has an angle in here too, so that way it will constantly come down and be the new one for you. I just love this for organizing and it's so cute because it's just acrylic, so you see exactly what it is. I just thought this was so great for a $1 item. I love this one. Okay, next item that I absolutely loved from my Temu haul was this case of sponges. Now, once again, you're thinking probably, oh, it's sponges, what's the big deal? But I'm kind of picky about my beauty sponges. And these ones passed the test. So this was a box with 4 of them in it, and they're all different colors and they all have different shapes. When I use a beauty sponge, I don't want it to be so soft that it's absorbing all of my makeup and products. But I also don't want it so hard that when I'm using it on my face, I don't want to feel like I'm being punched. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want a punching bag hitting my face. So I like a very medium sponge. And I always know the minute I feel it if it's that or not. These were perfect. Honestly, I will not be going to Ulta to buy my beauty sponges anymore because this is so much cheaper than doing that, and I love these just as much. Next item that we're going to take a look at is going to be a highlighter. Now, I do have this in a couple colors actually, and we're going to do both of them. We're going to take a peek at both and do swatches. The first one I'm going to start with is going to be their Diamond Highlighter palette here. It's one powder inside of it. These diamond highlighters are very similar in shades to the Ofra Cosmetics shadows or highlighters that they carry. Now, I've been very vocal that I love the Ofra highlighter. I have that on today as the Rodeo Drive. These highlighters are the closest to those. So this one is going to be the bright white highlighter. And this highlighter, I'm trying to remember, I think it's called Star Island with Ofra Cosmetics. So this is going to be the dupe to that. So first off, I love the shimmer, love the puffs making it this diamond. But I'm going to do a swatch for you guys so you can see exactly what this looks like. It is a very soft formula, and this one is a bright white highlighter. So if you don't like a bright white, that's okay. They have different shades, but this one is perfect for a white. And I do feel like that it is hard to find a white highlighter at times. So this one is really icy cold. It catches the light beautifully. It is more powder than it is cream. So just keep that in mind too, that if you want to have even more of an icy look, just keep building it up. And then you can add more of this on here and you're gonna get that really bright white highlighter. Now the shade number on that highlighter is number 1. We're gonna look at the next highlighter, and this is the one that's closest to Rodeo Drive by Ofra Cosmetics. This one is number 4 when you go to order it. So it's in the same diamond case, and then this is gonna be the color down below. So it's a little bit warmer and it's got a touch of like a bronze shimmer to it. So this one, once again, this is going to be a really pretty warm color, not nearly as icy. So to me, I feel like you have winter and summer between these two highlighters. Now, this one is a lot creamier than the other one that I showed you. So this one is very soft, and it's definitely got more of a cream texture than it does have a powder texture to it. It goes down like a powder, obviously, but it's a lot softer and creamier of a product. So the next item that I'm going to share with you guys is a setting powder. Now this setting powder I actually found to be really good throughout the day. So I'm not quite sure the brand name on here. This is what it looks like. But again, I'm going to post all of these down below in my video description, and I'll post them in the order that I'm unboxing these as well, so that way you can find them down below. The shade number that I have is number 1, and it is in the Ivory collection. This is a loose setting powder, and it is supposed to help to absorb oils. It's got, they call it a honey powder in here as well. So this is just a loose setting powder, but I really recommend this one because it locked in my makeup all day long. I didn't feel like my makeup was going anywhere, and it was also very finely milled. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple of blushers that I really enjoyed, and these ones, they're beautiful. Wait till you guys see this. So this is the brand here, it's Novo. This one is called the Gradient Blusher, and it is in the shade number 3. So this is the color over here, and then this is the number. I have 2 of these. So we have number 3, and I'm also gonna show you number 4, which is more of a pink color, but I'm gonna start with number 3 first. So this is what it looks like here, just a little compact. And then there is a mirror inside of this, and then this is what your blusher will look like. So this is a gradient blusher, which is really great for blending in with your highlighters. This blusher, I love the color, but once again, it is so soft, and look at, it's a very natural pink. I felt like this was just very, very cute. Like it's just a very soft baby pink. And it just gave you a little something. It's nothing too intense, but perfect for springtime. So I really liked this color. I liked how it performed. Now I'm also going to show you number 3. So this is what this blusher will look like. And instead of having a white top, it's going to have purple instead. So this is going to be a purple pink blusher. So this is a great color for springtime. And again, it's got that little purple pink shift in it. So I just felt like these are so cute for spring. And look at the colors, just beautiful. I mean, I don't know. I just felt like these blushers looked really good on. They were pigmented well, they blended out well, and I love how beautiful the packaging is too. So next I'm going to show you a couple of liners that I really enjoyed. So I do have a black liquid liner here. This one, I'm going to just go right down here. I felt like this one did a really nice job of performing well. What I will say about this tip is it's not like a paintbrush. It's more firm like a marker, so it does not bend. I do feel like you can be more precise when it's firm like this. So just keep that in mind depending on what style you prefer. I usually like the brushes just because I can get them to glide where I want them to go and be smooth. But if you're more of a drawer and you want to draw them on, this is a really decent liquid liner, and it did stay in place for me all day. Another liquid liner that you guys might enjoy will be this one. It's also going to be a black liner, and it's called the Big Eyeliner. This one, once again, is going to have a very firm marker type tip. The difference with this is that you can get thicker, larger lines than the other one did, but I did feel like both of them were decent at being black liners. I also felt like this one put out more product faster than the other one did. And case in point, I'm already getting it, like I said, all over my hands. So it really does give you a lot of liquid fast. But if you want to have a thicker liner, this one is definitely good. Next items that we're going to talk about are a couple of skincare items, and these are from LANEIGE. I cannot believe, once again, that these are on the website. Now, these ones do cost a little bit more than the other products that I've shown you guys. So it's more expensive for their website. However, in comparison to the products that you'll buy in Sephora, significantly cheaper. Now, both of these products are items that I currently already had in my home and I do use. So I'm very familiar with these items. And when I saw them on the website, I was skeptical if I was getting the actual product or not, or if this was some knockoff that looked very close to it. So I did have to do a little bit of research with these as well. Most of it is in Korean that is on these boxes. They are full-size products. I have the lip sleeping mask on top and then the water sleeping mask down below. Now, these are the two top selling products from LANEIGE. The lip mask that I have on top is in the exact same berry flavor as their product in stores is too. So one of the differences I noticed right away on here is that the mask is called _EX, and that is different than what you'll purchase like in Sephora. And it's different than what I had. So I had to do a little bit of research online to find out what this EX meant. Turns out both products are made by the LANEIGE company in Korea. They sell both of them on their website. Couple of differences though. So when I started looking into this, the ingredient list on the EX box is half that of what the other one is. So if you like less ingredients, this might be a better option for you. One thing that I do appreciate is they eliminated fragrance out of this product in perfume versus it is in the other product that I've purchased from Sephora. So there is no scent to this one, which can be appealing to some. For others, it might not be a big deal. The other thing that I noticed with the ingredient list and reading a little bit more about it, this product that says EX is marketed more for wrinkles and reversing signs of aging, versus the other water mask that they've created talks more about moisture and hydration. Now, like I said, both products can be found on their website, but they just tailor them slightly different depending on the need that you have. So I felt like when I went through everything, I looked at the ingredient list, I was like, well, I don't think it's gonna burn my face off. I have used it now and I did not experience any issues with it, so that was a plus. But I also was relieved to see that it did work for me the same as my other products. So the lip mask, I still felt the hydration. It still tasted the same too, the berry flavor that it has. So both of them did exactly what I wanted them to do. But again, such a discounted price tag. Next up is another liner for you guys. This is a waterproof liner and I had to go with a really fun color. One thing I really liked about this one is that it's a pencil and it is very weighted. So I felt like it was very balanced when I held it. So I thought that was great. They also make these in like 26 different colors. So you can choose if you want black or pink or red or whatever you want. But this one was speaking my language. So this is what it looks like here. It's a waterproof pencil. This is what it looks like here. And we'll do a quick swatch of this one. This is going to be more of like a crayon style. But look at how beautiful, you guys. The pigment. So now I'm going to show you a few of my favorite palettes, you guys. This video is already much longer than what I thought it was going to be. I feel like I'm going to have to separate some of these palettes, though, into another video. But I am going to show you my favorites and why I love them so much. So the first palette that I really enjoyed is going to be a Toast palette. Now, I love this palette partially because the packaging is so adorable. It is in the shape of toast. So this is color number 1, and this one is going to look like toast. So this is the eyeshadow palette here. It is so cute. It's an all neutral palette. So normally this is not my go-to jam, but you guys, it looks like toast. Why wouldn't I love this? So there is a mirror in it. And then down below, all of your pans are going to be little toast as well. And they even have toast stamped into them. And like you've got your jam, your coffee, everything you're gonna need with your morning breakfast. Now this palette, like I said, it's very neutral, very light color story. However, it's just so cute. I just can't say no to this one. Another palette that I really liked is a butterfly palette. You'll find the ones that have really cute packaging I loved the most. So this is going to be in shade number 3, and this is their silky textured eyeshadow palette. So this is what the packaging looks like. You've got a butterfly on the front here, so really pretty box. So this is what the palette itself will look like. These doors open on both sides and then they close to protect everything inside of it. So this is what it looks like here. And then on the sides, you can open these up so your butterfly will open its wing. You're gonna have a mirror on one side, and then on the other side will be your eyeshadows. This is one complete look that you can use. And then same thing goes for the other side. You'll have another mirror, and you're gonna have these shadows over here. So really cute look. This color, you guys, it's so beautiful. So look at this color. It's got this like peach red gold tone. I'll do a quick swatch for you so you can see it, but it's so pretty that I loved how this catches the light, and it does a little bit of a shift in there too. So this next palette is a dupe of the Huda Beauty Nude palette. Now I personally own that palette and I use it quite frequently, so I'm really familiar with it. And this one, when I saw it, I was like, I have got to try it. I gotta see if it's the same or not. What I will say about these shadows is they're similar, but they're not a direct copy. They're not the exact same thing. But you can look at this and you can see that they are very close to each other. So I'm gonna show you guys a side-by-side, but just know I use my Huda palette all the time, so it's kind of a disaster. This is the real Huda Beauty Nude eyeshadow palette, right? So these are gonna be your colors here. Like I said, I absolutely use this palette. This is the dupe then over here. So real dupe. You can kind of tell with the mirrors, this one's much larger, and that's the start of the dupe. So if you look at these two palettes next to each other, you can really see the inspiration behind them, and they were definitely going for the same color style. The one area that I really don't like is that Huda has some really unique shades, like these ones that I use down here that have multiple colors in them. Same with this shade over here. They have some really unique tones. I did not feel like the dupe hit the mark on those. Instead, they were very blotchy. So it's not that they don't work, but they are definitely not even close to being on the same page. What I like about this palette is the mattes. The mattes in here are very decent at performing, and I do feel like if you want an inspired palette of Huda but don't want to pay that price tag, this is definitely a good runner for that. So I'll show you guys a couple of swatches of things that I really enjoyed. This one over here is called Kinky, and it's a gorgeous burgundy color. I mean, it's just so pretty, you guys. So I'll go ahead and put this one down here. They all are very soft and creamy. I did feel like you could blend these out yourself as well if you wanted to. The other shadows that they have in here are going to be glitter shadows. And these ones are also very, very pretty, but they are a glitter. So you might need to put this down with a glitter glue then, but I'll go ahead and show you guys what that looks like here. But it's a beautiful color. So I do feel like this palette has good shadows in it. I just don't necessarily think if you're gonna put it next to the Huda palette, it doesn't stand a chance. Now you guys know I love color with my eyeshadow palettes, and this next palette brings the color. The only complaint I have with this palette is the pans are ridiculously small. So this is the Pot Feel Eyes palette. So when you open up this palette, you will not have a mirror on top, but you do have a lot of pans of eyeshadow. The only complaint, like I said, is they are so small. It is almost so small that you can't get your brushes into it. I mean, it's just unbelievably small pans, but I loved all of the colors in this. And it's also got some great neutrals as well. So if you want to experiment with color for the first time, or you just don't want to spend a lot of money on a color palette because you're not really sure if you'll like it, this one was definitely an affordable price tag that gave you color and neutrals, and I felt performed well. It's just, they're so tiny. Last palette that I'm going to share with you guys then today is another palette that is inspired of another product that's out there already. So this one is considered to be a dupe for the Natasha Denona palette. Now, I do not own the original OG palette, but I do know what it looks like. This one is definitely inspired of that, but once again, it is not a direct copy. So this palette, when you open it up, there is a mirror, and then down below, you're gonna have these gorgeous shades once again. This one performed very well. So you had a lot of mattes and shimmers, and I felt like this one gave you a really nice cranberry look. It was very date night-esque, and it had a very sultry, smoky vibe. So this is one that I would recommend. Once again, if you do a side-by-side comparison of this and the Natasha Denona, it is not going to be identical. However, if you want something that's very close, that does not cost as much, this one I can definitely recommend. So that is everything for my first Temu beauty haul, you guys. Like I mentioned, I will be creating more videos because I have a lot more beauty products to share with you guys. I just don't want to make these videos super long for you and that you lose interest. But these are the beauty products that I recommend so far from their website. I will have everything listed down below in my video description. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Comment down below, let me know what your favorites are, what you're interested in. Did you like anything that I chose, or were you impressed with anything? We can chit chat about all of it, you guys. But until next time, have a great rest of the day, and I will see you all in my next unboxing video. Bye!